Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 18, Sloka 66, Part 54. Sarva-dharmān parityajya, mām ekaṁ śaraṇaṁ vraja, ahaṁ sarva-pāpebhyo, mokṣayiṣyāmi ma śucaḥ. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. In the Parasara Smriti, it is said, Thāpa pundra tatā nama mantro yagascha panchamaha amihi pancha samskaraha paramaikkantya hetavaha. The pancha samskara process includes 5 major things. Thāpa, the 2 symbols, conch and the disc, shankh and chakra, are embossed using heated iron brands, or imprint the name of Hari with clay using a sandalwood stamp. We saw there are various practices as per which sampradaya one adopts. And the second one is pundram, that is tilak, vertical lines drawn on the 12 parts of the body. Once the body is purified by tapa and then decorated with tilak, the third samskara is nama, dhasa nama. One receives a name for one to understand and one to live a life to be a servant of Hari. In the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, the names such as Krishnadasa, Keshavadasa, Narayanadasa, Govindadasa, Chaitanyadasa, and for women, Radhadasi, Radhikadasi, Tulasidasi. Names like these are given by the Guru to the disciple during the time of initiation. In Sri Sampradaya, when one gets initiated, one becomes Ramanujadasa. The point here to get new name Dasanama is all this while I've been having an identification of myself to be independent as so and so. Now I accept that I am not an independent person. I am a dependent person. I am servant of Krishna. This name that we receive reminds us that, and also to let others know that we are servant of Krishna. These names, holy names, which awakens the soul's eternal nature. The eternal nature of soul is servitude to the Lord. I am Krishna's dhasa, Haridhasa. I am not the enjoyer of this world. Even Maya herself is eternally connected to Krishna, and I must utilize her in the service of Krishna. As part of Nama, the spiritual master also utters the name of Hari into the ears of the disciple. This name is to be recited daily by the student. The holy name of the Lord awakens the soul's eternal nature. That is, by taking shelter in the nectar of the Lord's holy name, the soul becomes aware of its swarupa, spiritual nature, as the servant of the Lord. In this age of Kali, the practical system for religion for everyone is the chanting of the name of Godhead. In Kali Santarana Upanishad, it is mentioned that one time Narada Muni, who was traveling all over the world, went to Brahma and addressed him, "O Lord, how shall I be able to ward off the effects of Kali?" Brahma replied, "You have asked an excellent question. Listen to that secret which all the Vedas keep hidden. through which one may cross over material existence during the age of Kali. One becomes free from the influence of Kali by merely uttering the names of Lord Narayana, who is the original Supreme Person. Narada asked, "What are those names?" Brahma replied, "Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti shodasakam namnam kalikalmasanāshanam nāṭapārataropāyaha sarva-vedeshu drishyate." After searching through all the Vedic literature, one cannot find a method of religion more sublime for this age than the chanting of Hare Krishna. Hare represents the internal pleasure potency of Krishna. That is, Hare means Srimati Radharani. Krishna himself is the reservoir of pleasure, and Rama or Radha Ramana is the one who gives pleasure to Srimati Radharani. Sri Jiva Goswami, in his Mahamantrartha Deepika, reveals the meaning of each of the 16 names in the chanting of Hare Krishna. Hare represents Krishna steals the minds of everyone, yet Radha steals even his mind by her divine expertise. Thus, she is known as Hara. The second name, Krishna, represents that he forcibly attracts Sri Radha with the sweet sound of his flute. Therefore, the Lord of all enchanting qualities is known as Krishna. The second Hare represents that during the Rasa Leela, Radharani was stolen away by Krishna to be alone with him in a secret forest. She is therefore known as Hara. The second Krishna mentioned in the holy name is when Krishna sports with Radha, her golden hue takes on the dark complexion of Krishna's body. He is thus known as Krishna. The fifth name, Krishna, represents in order to please Sri Radha, Krishna manifested the most wonderful lake, Shyamakunda, in Vrindavana. He then called all the holy rivers to fill it. He is thus known as Krishna. Sixth name, Krishna, represents Radharani. By her unsurpassed love charms Krishna, who performs wonderful leelas on the banks of the Yamuna. Therefore, those who are sober know him as Krishna. Seventh name, Hare. When in Gokula, Sri Hari killed the demon known as Arishtasura, during that time Radha cried out to him with great feeling, and by doing so she stole his mind. She is thus known as Hara. The eighth name, Hare, represents filled with ecstatic love, Radha sometimes sings the glories of Hari's quietly, and sometimes she sings them aloud. Those who are expert in the secret of divine sentiments call her Hara. The ninth name, Hare, represents due to the intense love of Sri Radha, Sri Hari becomes so captivated that his flute falls from his hand. With the desire to enjoy in the forest with Krishna, Radha steals his flute. That goddess is thus famous as Hara. The 10th name, Rama, represents Krishna, who is expert at embracing sports with Radha in the forest groves or in the caves of Govardhana. Thus he is known as Rama. The 11th name, Hare, represents that most merciful Radha destroys the miseries of her devotees and gives them great happiness every day. Therefore, that goddess is known as Hara. The 12th name, Rama, represents the minds of the devotees are continuously drowned in an ocean of supreme joy by seeing the beautiful dark form of Krishna. Therefore, he is known by the name Rama. 13th name, Rama, represents Radharani is known as Rama because she enjoys loving pastimes with Achyuta, Krishna, in a secret forest pavilion. Since he is always by her side, he is known as Rama. 14th name, Rama, represents when the residents of Gokula were crying due to fear of the forest fire, Krishna immediately swallowed it and gave his devotees great joy. In this way, he is known as Rama. 15th name, Hare, represents Sri Krishna went to Mathurapuri in order to destroy the demons. However, due to being captivated by the love of Radha, he later returned. Therefore, she is known as Hara. And the last name, Hare, represents when the son of Maharaj Nanda returned to Vraja, he took away the sufferings of all the Vrajavasis. By his wonderful exploits, he steals the heart of Sri Radha. Thus, he is known as Hari. Sri Jiva Goswami reveals the meaning of this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare in his Mahamantrartha Deepika. At the last name, Hare, he reveals that Hare means Hari, he who has stolen the heart of Srimati Radharani. In the first name or in his first verse, he mentions Radha steals the mind of Krishna, and in the last verse, he mentions that Krishna steals the heart of Radha. The Mahamantra starts with Hare and ends with Hare. The starting Hare represents Radharani stealing Krishna's mind, and the last Hare represents Krishna stealing Radharani's heart. It is said that Radharani wears a locket with a picture of Krishna around her neck, and Krishna wears a locket with a picture of Radha around his neck. These two have stolen each other's hearts and minds. Srila Prabhupada mentions that the chanting is a spiritual call for the Lord and his energy to give protection to the conditioned soul. This chanting is exactly like the genuine cry of a child for its mother's presence. Mother Hara helps the devotee achieve the Lord Father's grace, and the Lord reveals himself to the devotee who chants this mantra sincerely. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is most commonly translated as, O Lord, O energy of the Lord, please engage me in your service. Different Vaishnava Sampradayas receive different names of Hari that should be chanted by those who take up that particular Sampradaya. Now this leads us to the fourth samskara, mantra. In Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, the Gayatri mantras uttered by the Guru to the disciple secretly. Technically, this is called as second initiation, mantra diksha. When a disciple has shown his Brahmanical qualification, or at least a deep interest in developing such qualification, the spiritual master bestows the Gayatri mantras, especially the Gopala mantra and the Kama Gayatri. The Gayatri mantras helps the disciple to develop a higher taste for the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. In the lineage of Sri Sampradaya, there are 3 mantras are given: Ashtaksharam, Dvayam and Charma Slokam. All the mantras that's given as deeper meaning, which are preserved as ragasya, secret. The disciple learns the secrets of the mantras from their guru. The last samskara is yaga. The disciple learns the procedure of worshipping the Lord in the deity form, Archa Vigraha, and the Shaligrama Shila. And yaga can only be properly performed when one has received the sacred mantras. One's mind and senses are fully engaged when one performs deity worship. Deity worship engages one's action, discrimination, thoughts, and sensory experiences and connects them with the Lord. What we covered as Pancha Samskara is not complete. It is just to give an idea what Pancha Samskara means, what the initiation process includes, just to give an idea. This initiation allows for a new birth by which the disciple can start his or her journey to the spiritual world. As we learned, these Pancha Samskaras are important tools for devotees desiring to make spiritual advancement. We should know that initiation is complete only when the above 5 elements are intact, because these samskaras have the potency to eradicate bad karma and lead us forward on the progressive spiritual path. Sometimes we see the first initiated devotees are hesitant or avoid to take the second initiation to excuse themselves from additional services. But we should know, as per Bhakti Vinod Thakur, without samskara, the life of the conditioned soul is impure. Without receiving Pancha Samskara, chanting or devotional service cannot be spontaneous. Instead, it is performed with difficulty. Therefore, everyone should seek shelter at the feet of a spiritual teacher and receive Pancha Samskara. One might ask a question, where does the 4 vows comes into the picture within this initiation process? It is included in the first samskara, Thapa, practicing prescribed austerities, that is, no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no intoxication. And one commits to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 16 mala, that is 108 times of Hare Krishna Mahamantra times 16 every day using chanting beads. In our next section, we will learn the reason behind the restrictions on those 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. Thank you. Hare Krishna.